Опа, що тут лежить? Що це? А, стол. Що ти ще може? Де лучше?
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Угу. Блин. Так собі. Карта не ух ты, блин. Ингредиенты. О. Та що ти робиш? Цього пацана не було тут. По-моєму, не було. Бім-бім-бім. Надо все изучить. Больничку. Больничка. Так, не. О. Угу. Так, наверх пішли. Пішли. Чук-чук-чук-чук. О.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. It's locked, all right.
It's locked. It's locked, it's locked. Так, все, опа.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Зато средства от переутомления. Погнали по два. Делать. Средства. Тук-тук-тук. Так. Так, есть такое дело, да? Дороти Крейн. Погнали. Бумажник. Полночь в саду, добро и зло. Там нужно найти. Ой, блин, капец. Капец. Так, нам надо чувака-то найти, блин. О, что-то такое, блин. Нет. Ну, ничего полезного. Кровь. Закась. Так, да. Мужичка-то найти. Ой, блин, я сейчас, секунду. Пам-парам, пам-пам. О. Це хто такий?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Понятно, не хочу.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and lost.
Так, а де ж... Де ж той? Бумажник. Куда? Па-пара-па-па. Так, отнести бумажник, кому его относить. Опа.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls? When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
О, заболевание снижает качество крови, граждан сами лекарства. Опа. Поговорить. Поговорить.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
I don't know what you...
I don't question...
And what
I, sir...
Be careful what you insinuate.
I only want you to admit you used those men.
Knowledge has always been and will remain.
It is not a question of initiative.
It seems you have bad memories of your military.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as...
We can at least agree on something. Since your tenure in this hospital...
Let's just...
Carelessness.
We're here...
I don't...
Modern...
If you have a problem with...
Dr. Swansea has imposed you...
I know we...
Oh, but I have heard about you, Doctor.
There is no need for such...
That is one...
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Все понятно, блин. Так. Эдгаром Суонси, да? Где он там? Опыта. Так.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it?
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory.
You remained perfectly...
Thank you, Doctor.
Короче, не хочу.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Нормально.
We'll talk again.
Короче, найти то. Блин, где? Блин. Я не понимаю, блин. Так. Вори всі. Так, це хто такий? Нафіг мені впав, побігли. Паріть з Едгаром Свонсі. Едгар, о, десь тут. О.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Хорошо.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Так. We talk later. Где-то здесь, где-то здесь.
There again.
О,
I cannot enter.
с кем не балакать, блядь, что вообще не могу понять. Так я вообще, блядь. Зачем ничего кончу?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're it,
I'm Dr.
you guessed right.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Что-то, блин, чьё це? Це хто? Шанман. Да, наверное, на втором этаже зараза. По любасику. Побігли. Був на втором этаже. Свонси.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Ой, это капец. Погнали. Так.
Falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the
Don't
doubt.
waste your time with me.
Опа,
My
что за
sweet
такое?
girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
Ту-ту-ту-ру-ту-ту-ту.
Pembroke is still standing after this epidemic.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Прям праведная
Please continue.
вампирша.
Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
Все, куш сейчас.
My life, as others know, is in your hands.
Все, погнали, блин. Пойдем поговорим. це вона.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no
О,
respect.
бабуляки.
What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many.
I heard there have been some despicable goings on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts to the poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical...
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigan?
Really? Well...
This is your business, Doctor.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones.
Вот так и стоп, месяца уже спрашивал. Так и шо? Ну чё, не могу загипнотизировать?
What can you
Let me...
How long have...
Or long...
You're right. When... How is the Pembrokes?
Not well. Milton the...
Why is Milton grumpy?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered...
Why does Milton...
I don't know.
How would you describe it?
It's serious. The flu is...
You must get...
Sorry.
Nurse Hawkins.
I wish...
Уже. Отличные все задал. Блин.
Let me get...
Блин, что ж такое?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Так, погнали дальше. Дорити. Пум-пум-пум. Так, ну, дверь нам надо. Погнали. Сейчас хотя бы побалакаем з усіма, блин. Це как... На дворе надо шукать, потому что... Ба-ба-ба-ба-ба-ба. Так, ФПС так падает же. О, вот ця тетечка. Ну, стоять.
Good evening, nurse.
Dr. Swansea has
Did he
all
I see. Do you know if any...
Так, стоп.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think...
Perhaps you did...
You mean you've never made a mistake?
О.
I'm not familiar.
Brilliant.
Most...
It would...
Так.
Is there any...
Well-
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always...
Nurse Brannigan,
No,
how are things here?
not...
Do you think this hospital...
We are all volunteer.
an invisible enemy?
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks...
Have you seen a...
I've never heard of such...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Да, понятно, прям такие. Так, и осталась последняя медсестра. Где шукать її? Побігли, пошукаємо. Бля, який бумажник надо отдать? Надо дать комусь бумажник. Ну, понять кому.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I ought to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Так, пошли за цим чувачком.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him. This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Та блін. І то, блін. Так, стоп. Погнали. Та що ж так? Не віриться. Капець щось. Що-то не виходить в мене, блін, з цим. Патрони. Так, а ну може, блін, сейчас двуручную палочку попробую. 130 урон. Нифига себе. Ну давай. Попробуем палку сейчас лупануть. Нифига себе. Это, конечно, палка. Так. Так, пока. Я не хочу я пока туда. Давай сюда. Вот это, блин, трючок. Так, стоп. Нет, тоді значит надо туда, если тут высветилось. Хотя стоп, подожди, добрать румин. Не-не-не. Погнали туда наверх. О. О, пацаны. Давай, по одному. Могилы, да. Сейчас я объясню. Пацанчик, успокойся.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to.
I'm Dr. Reed.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Good.
Все. На следующей ночью он... Да ты шо-то? Все, текай отсюда.
Are you sure you're...
Да иди отсюда, короче. Блин, дайте мне сундук взять. О, все. Адьос. Куча. Да, обычно ничего такое. Все, погнали. Погнали воевать. Оп. Все, пошел. Пошли. Так, стоп, не надо. Сюда. Вот тут что-то.
What sort of creature is this?
Так, опять. Ого. Да блин, ох ты падла. Ай! Нифига себе, блин. Нормальный пацан. Ого.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot.
Жесть.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Да, вот это, конечно, прикольно. Все. Это трошки надо. Надо хпшки восстанавливать. Так, все, мотаем сюда. Да, капец. Вот этот дрючок. Солидный такой. Так. Что вообще не могу понять, подношу. То не сюда пойдем. Блин. слізи трохи. Трохи. Якісь подлаги. На-на-на-на. Блин, то что ж такое? Так, понятно. Надо, короче, через мост чешу. Убежище. Че нет, что-то не убежище. Все интересного. Шматья. О, это мое. Кабинетус.
The flower's dying.
Ну, и да
It needs water.
Тоже такое придумал. Все, на цьому пока у нас все. Сейчас улучшим трохи. Улучшим укусы. Урон. Прикусив в бою. Це що таке? Нифига себе. Интересно. Бей. Котел. Свертывание. Вот что такое пикирование, короче. Сейчас мы, наверное, прокачаем запас выносливости. Теневой нельзя. Это что у нас такое? Все. Вот це тоже. И укус надо.